Chosen vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, Druuill, and I'm back at you again with another video. I need each and every chosen vessel to press that like button, share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Salute to Drew Nation. Shout out to the Galactic family and the GCVs. Let's get it started. Hit that share button, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. Look, when fair-seeming people are in approval of the evil actions from others, you've got to ask yourself, why? You ever thought that? Why are fair-seeming people in approval of the evil actions of others? When we say fair-seeming people, what's fair mean? Fair is something good, something just, something equal, something even. You remember being a kid, fair is fair. Play fair. Might have heard that growing up. Fair is doing to others what you would want done unto you. Fair is, I'm not going to treat them like that. That's not fair. That's not right. That's unjust. And when people don't treat people fair, the one that's treating the other person unfairly, what do they care? Nothing's happening to them. They're not affected by it in a negative way. They actually see it as good because nothing is good or bad. Only thinking makes it so. So depending on the person's personality, being unfair to others may be good for them. It may make them feel positive about themselves. May make them feel better about who they are on the inside. Some people need negativity in the form of validation so they could feel better about themselves. Some people actually need that, y'all. And what they'll do is they'll just treat you however they want because that's what they're used to. They're used to treating people however they want. They think that they can bully everybody that they come in contact with, and they think everybody's just gonna accept whatever unfair treatment that this person has to give. But nobody's doing that anymore. Nobody's taking that treatment from them anymore and just accepting it. When you didn't know any better, that's different. Now that you're aware and you know better, you know not to associate with these types of people. But when fair-seeming people, right? When fair-seeming people are in approval of evil, of others, you got to ask yourself why. Woe to those who call evil good and good evil. Woe unto those that call evil good and good evil. That's what fair-seeming people are doing. They're calling good people, they're calling bad people evil. And it's like they're kind of in between. They're kind of neutral. Kind of neutral. Because there's no neutrality when it comes to evil. You're either with it or you're not. And last time when I read the Bible, I saw a verse in Psalms that said, I hated the counsel of the wicked. Or it said something about, I have hated the counsel of the wicked. And good people are going to hate evil. It's just, there's no way around it. It's all throughout the Bible. I have hated evil. I have hated the wicked. I have hated the ungodly. You'll find that all throughout the Bible. Because if you are a child of God and you're a chosen one, you've gone through some stuff. Some people have treated you unfairly. Some people have tried to manipulate you. They tried to deceive you in a number of ways. So you understand. You've been through some things. You know what type of treatment that you want, and you know what type of treatment you don't want. You know what's fair, and you know what's unfair. But why are good people, good seeming, fair seeming people, in approval of evil? The answer is this. It's because they're enablers. There's no in between when it comes to evil. You either hate it and don't mess with it at all, or you're an enabler. You're keeping your mouth closed. You're not standing up for righteousness. You're not speaking up against negativity. Some people will just sit there and watch negative things happen without even at least saying something to the person. If you at least going to stay out of it, at least say something. Hey, you know you shouldn't let that person treat you like that. Hey, you know you should. That's it. That's all. But sometimes in certain places, in certain environments, there's nobody that'll do that. I know you watching this video, I know you'll do that because I've done that before. It's just that empath, that Christ-like spirit in me and in you. It's like, wait a minute, that's not right. I gotta say something, kind of thing, you know. And only individual with good morals and integrity would do something like that. But when a person is unaware of what's happening, it's like things are just going over your head. You know something might be off, you know something's wrong, but you can't quite put your finger on it. And that's how you know people are being evil around you. You're like, wait a minute, this doesn't seem right. I wouldn't treat them like that. Why are they treating me like that? Something about this seems off. And it is off. It's off because it's evil and it's not righteous and it's not of God the way they treat people. But why are others fair seeming and in approval of it? It's because they're enablers. You'll have people that will smile in your face. You'll have people that will talk to you and come up in your space and try to seem like they're good people, but they're an approval of people who are flat out just straight up evil, negative, narcissistic, demonic, parasitic people. And it's like, how can you be in my face and in their face at the same time? Most empaths and most people that are good, they just stay away from those individuals. They stay away from those kind of people. I know there's instances and situations where you have to deal with people you don't want to, but the last time I checked, people that were no good and people that I didn't like, I stayed away from. And I wouldn't ha ha he he and talk to them and try to be their friend and be cool with them. I'd be staying away from this person. But as the saying goes, birds of a feather flock together. So why? And you are the company that you keep, and thou shalt not sit in the council of the wicked and ungodly. So if you see people in the council of the wicked and the ungodly, and 5 minutes ago they were just in your face talking all these good things. I believe in this. I believe in that. That's narcissistic mirroring. People want to try to gain your trust. After they gain your trust, they manipulate you after they think that you think you've got a friend just because this person copied you, mirrored you. They got your image down packed. They got your style down packed. They talk like you. They dress like you. Try to get you to feel comfortable, get you to feel safe. Then they misuse and abuse your trust after that. Right after they get it, soon as they get it, some of them. And you got to continue to ask yourself, why? Why do fair-seeming people are good people? All right, that's what fair is, right? Fair people who are fair treat people the way they want to be treated. People who are fair give others the treatment that they would want to receive. Fair treatment. People who are fair, they want fair treatment. People who are fair, they do what's right. They do what is good for both parties. Two separate individuals. They do what's good for everybody. That's fair. All right? That's fair. Keeping it not an imbalance. It's like the justice system, even though that's a whole nother video. We all know about that. Some consider it the justice system. Some consider it the just us system. All right, but that's a whole nother video. All right. Fair seeming people shouldn't be in the council of the wicked. If you're fair seeming and a good person, what are you doing around wicked people? What are you doing in the council of the ungodly? What are you doing talking it up, chilling it up with evil people? And in the same breath and in the same light, in my face, acting like, oh, I ain't into that, and I'm this, and like you don't even have to explain yourself, but they're it's not like they have to come up to you and be like, oh, I'm an empath, I'm not a narcissist. It's not that they got to do none of that. It's just that you could sense the inauthenticness, the ungenuineness. You could sense all that. But the friend of your friend is your friend, as the saying goes. But any friends of your enemies, that's not your friend. You cannot be friends with somebody that doesn't like you. I mean, you can't be friends with the person. Your friends can't be friends with the person who don't like you. Your friends can't be friends with your enemies. The friend of your enemy is your enemy. People try to sneak their way into your life to self-sabotage you and to learn you and to study you and to do all sorts of evil, negative things, right? And then they do all that and just expect you to just, welcome, come on in. I'm going to ignore the fact that you look like a deceptive person. I'm going to ignore the fact that you look like a fake person. I'm going to ignore the fact that you got a fake spirit and just let you on into my life, because that's the right thing to do. You're supposed to have friends. You're supposed to talk to people. He doesn't seem like the best person, but what harm can a conversation do? Don't be talking to these people. Don't be telling them nothing. Don't be explaining them your life story. People want you to feel comfortable, and then they want to misuse your trust. So you have to be careful. You got to watch out for that. A lot of people are snakes in the grass, and you got to keep your grass cut. What the saying means is that you keep the right people in your life, you keep the wrong people out your life, you keep them out of your business, and you stay out other people's business. But the friend of your enemy is not your friend. How are you going to be my friend, but you chopping it up with the enemy? How are we supposed to be cool, but you chopping it up with the person that is hating on me, the person that's jealous of me? There is no I'm cool with the person that's jealous of you. That person is a whole agent. That person is an agent. And that person is a demon. And what they're trying to do is, that other person is probably using them as a flying monkey. That person that you don't like is the head narcissist. And that person that's friend with the friend of your enemy is the flying monkey. And what that person is allowing themselves to do is be used. That person is allowing themselves to be used by that person that you don't like. And when you're not around, you could probably even sense it. When you're not around, they talk about you and they clown you and they make fun of you. That's why when you get around these people, they can't look you in the eye. They can't look you face to face. It's like you think it's something wrong with you. It's like, yo, why can't people look at me? Why ain't nobody looking at me in the eye? Why ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? It's not like you trying to gaze at them and like stare all up in their face like, ooh. Like it ain't none of that. You just trying to give people a head nod and be like, yo, what's up? You know, I see you. I recognize you. You're there. I'm there. Greetings. Salutations. But the people can't even look at you in the damn eyes. It's because they're talking about you behind your back. It's because they're fake. It's because they were just kicking your back in 5 minutes ago and now you're here. So kind of thing. And it's not like you need them to be real. You don't need them to be real for you. But when people are trying to get into your life, when people are being friends with your enemies, all right, when people are friends with those people, it matters. You got to disassociate yourself from people who are friends with your enemies. The first, oh dang, that's how she rolling. You got to cut people off and got to be swift with that. You can't care. Feelings can't come into play because you have to care about yourself. You have to put yourself first. And a friendship, a partnership, whatever, can't come before your self-preservation, can't come before your safety, can't come before your peace of mind, can't come before your plans, can't come before your goals, dreams, right? You have to be the most important person in your life. And when fair-seeming people are in approval of evil, you can't deal with the evil person and you can't deal with them. All right, you got to cut everybody off, even the enablers, because some of you think that person is cool, you think that person is all right. Well, they like me, so they can't be that bad. Well, everybody talks to him, they can't be that bad. Well, they don't seem evil. They're fair-seeming. People are very manipulative. They'll put on whatever type of mask they need to just for you to accept them and get comfortable around them so they could abuse your trust. You don't have to be friends with people for people to abuse your trust. You don't have to be super cool with people for them to abuse your trust. All they need is a small window. All the devil needs is just a little small space to just get into your life, get into your reality, and it's over. They're going to start to control, manipulate, and take over. And recognizing who's an enemy, recognizing the types of people you should stay away from are going to help with that. That's why you need to study up on all types of manipulation, narcissism, and negative people. So that way you'll be able to be aware. You have to be aware when you're an empath, when you're a good person, because people are going to try to take advantage of you. They really are. They're going to try to take advantage of you. They're going to try to use you. They're going to try to use your information against you, what you do, what you tell them, the things you're interested in. You have to be careful, all right? Fair-seeming people are just as narcissistic as overt, grandiose narcissists. There are a lot of people who are covert with their narcissism. Overt, out in the open, covert, uneasily detected. And some of these people, like I saw a comment the other day, some of these people are church-going people. Some of these people right there in the hi, baby, just as narcissistic as ever. Hello, baby. Baked you a pie, baby. Just as evil as that little heifer. Just as evil. Just as evil. I didn't wash my hands when I made that pie. Hope she enjoyed that. Hopefully they none of that going on. Don't take no pie from Harriet. Harriet done did something to that pie. I wouldn't trust it. You can't trust people who are friends with the enemy. When somebody is so negative and so evil, and you could just they're like, some of these people actually, it just feel like a meat suit. It just feel like it's a person walking around, and it's like you could feel that they're empty. And it's like, they are empty. And it's just, it's like you could feel the emptiness in them, and you could feel it's like something has possessed them, and they're just being controlled. And like, the person will be moving, the person will be acting like a normal person and all that. But it's like, it's like the energy is just, it's so foul and so negative, and it's so corrupt. and you could sense the evil coming off of them. And it's like, yo, this person is on some other stuff. And it's like, to stay away from this person. It's like, man, ain't nothing good gonna come out of me having to deal with this person. I'm like, I know me. I'm gonna end up wanting to. I'm gonna end up wanting to get into it with this person. So I'm just gonna keep my distance. Like it's certain people. It's just like they let you know automatically, energetically that they're not for you, and you have to pay attention to that. You can't ignore that, even if they're fair seeming or not. Some of the fair seeming ones will get you. All right, I'm telling you, some fair seeming people will get you. If this person is a good person, you got to ask yourself, why is this person in approval of evil? If this person is all smiling and acting like a good person to you and hello, how are you? If this person is chopping it up with the mugs that's evil, you got to, you have to keep your distance. You have to disassociate. I'm not telling you to be mean. I'm not telling you you're a narc. None of that stuff. I'm not telling you to be evil back. You could smile. You could say hello. You just have to be careful about who you trust. Because when people are in approval of evil, they have the potential to be an enabler. They could just be getting by and just riding the dirty wave and just doing the daily shuffle just like you. All right, they could just be, you know what? We all live here. Hey, we all stay here. Hey, we all work here. Hey, we all go out to eat here. This is just a public place, you know. There's going to be different kinds of people out in public, but you have to protect yourself. Can't be so nice. Can't be so genuine and so real that you let the devil into your life. All right, the devil sometimes comes just like you coming, Bible in hand, smiling, positive attitude. There's evil people with a positive attitude. Hello, how are you? There's plenty of evil people with a positive attitude. So be careful. Not everybody is like you. They're going to try to be. They're going to come off like you. But in the same breath, you got to ask yourself, why is this person able to, they're nice, evil, nice, evil. Why is this person switching back and forth? Like in 1 minute, they're nice and sweet and cool and calm. And in the next minute, it's like they're ready to gossip, talk about somebody and slander someone and tell you somebody's business. And it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Come on now. I'm obviously not into that. And like those types of character traits will start to drain you. Like you won't want to hear about gossip. You won't want to talk about other people. And it's like once you have stopped yourself from doing these things really are the devil. And that's why the Bible talks about you're not supposed to do them, because they're demonic in every sense of the way. I could sense the difference in my energy when between because I stopped a while ago. I didn't like people talking to me about other people, and I didn't like how other people would get me when I talk about other people. Other people will trap you in, and when you're unaware of what you're doing, you just didn't know. And you can't really hold yourself accountable for the past, but you can hold yourself accountable for the future. There are some people who came into your life and will talk to you about other people and get you riled up. You sitting there talking about them too. Oh, this is real good. But it was still something in you that was like, man, this ain't right. I shouldn't be talking about this person behind their back. I shouldn't be saying something about this person behind their back. This may be how I feel, but either keep it to yourself or say it to their face. There's nothing wrong with how everybody got certain thoughts about other people that they shouldn't share, or if they do share, they share it with that person specifically and that person only. Once you go talking about other people, once you go saying things behind other people's back, it becomes gossip, backbiting, and slander. So you have to be careful of that. Those are part of the deadly sins: gossiping, slander, backbiting. Those are things that aren't good to do to other people. And anybody that does that, you have to stay away from them because they got a corrupt spirit on them. And they're possibly, if not possessed. So the one thing, right, that you got to keep in mind is the friend of your enemy is not your friend. People that will walk up and talk and engage and chill with and slap five and have conversations with the people who don't like you, you got to watch those people. Got to watch your back. Not everybody who is appearing to be a friend is a friend. Some of these people are foes. All right, they'll switch up on you in a heartbeat. People can't, you got to ask yourself, how is this person able to go from talking to me to talking to this person? You got to be, they got to be being fake with somebody. They're either being fake with you, or they're either being fake with the narcissist. And when you're keeping it, when you're like being, and depending on how you deal with narcissists, you may view it as being fake. But if that's how you defend yourself, if that's your defense mechanism against them, by all means be fake. But you know you're not being fake. You know this is just a act that you have to put on, a role you have to play when you're around people who have narcissistic personality disorder. It's like, okay, it's like gray rocking. It's not your normal way of being. It's not your normal personality, but you do it to throw them off. All right. The person could possibly be gray rocking them. But it's like when you see them smiling, you see them laughing, you see them having a real genuine conversation, it looked like the person likes them more than they like you. Just something that you're going to have to get over. Not that you care about that. Oh, this person likes them more than me. No, it ain't that. It's just that how in the heck could you like somebody like that? It's like, yo, how could you like someone like that? This person is just negative, and in every sense of the word, this person is just not somebody that anybody should want to deal with unless they're on the same team. It's like, yo, you are the company you keep. My guy, my girl, you are the company you keep. You are who you associate with. You pick up energy and pick up traits and start to act like the people who you are around the most. And if you around this person and if y'all buddy, ain't no way. If this person don't like me and I don't like them, but you cool with them, ain't no way we could get down like that. Ain't no way we could really be cool. Because at some point they got to bring you up. They got to be talking about you behind your back. The other person is only implanting themselves in your life as an agent, pretending to be someone good, pretending to be likable. These people will act like you in every sense of the word. You believe in God, so do they. You believe in the Lord, so do they. You read your Bible, so do they. You wear red, so do they. You got on blue jeans, so do they. People want you to feel comfortable and let your guard down. Don't ever do it. Don't let your intuition down for the double think. All right, don't do the double thinking. Don't double think. Don't think you're wrong when you know you're right. You got to trust that intuition. I can't be wrong about everybody. Well, you better be wrong about being wrong. You don't want to be right about being wrong. You better be wrong about being wrong. At least the person may feel some type of way, but you're protected. And the one's not going to hurt you. I'd rather be wrong about being wrong than right about being wrong. Or what am I trying? Y'all get what I'm trying to say. I'd rather be wrong and be like, oh wow, that person was a good person. Maybe I should have trusted them, or maybe I shouldn't have acted like that. Maybe I should have been more open, rather than, man, I was open and trustworthy. I said trusty. I was open and trusting of the wrong person. Like I'd rather be closed off to the right person than open to the wrong person. You know, so can't just go around trusting everybody. People who go around talking to everyone, you have to watch those types of people. I heard that from somebody before, and I really didn't know, but now I grasp the understanding. You gotta watch people who talk to everyone. You can't go around talking to people who talk to everyone. You got to keep your distance from those people, because those people are shapeshifters. How you going to be talking it up and chopping it up with the damn narcissist, and then friends and loving and caring with the empath? And it don't work. You putting on too many different outfits. You're putting on too many different hats. My empath hat, my narc hat, my deceiver hat, my demonic hat, my angel hat. Like, nah, you can't put the horns on and the halo on in the same body. You can't be good and evil. I mean, you're good and evil, but you got to conquer one. One conquers the other. You're either good and you're defeating your evil, or you're evil and just not even entertaining the good in you. There's a little bit of good in the best of us, and there's a little bit of bad in the worst of us, or whatever they say. There's a little bit of good in the worst of us and a little bit of bad in the best of us. But yeah, I'm not trying to find that little bit of good in the worst of us. They can keep that. I don't want that like that little bit of good. Is it really worth it? Well, they got a little bit good. You read the Bible, it says Psalms 1, verse 1, do not walk in the counsel. I'm not sure if it's 1, but I know it's in the first Psalms. It's like Psalms 1, and it's like, don't walk in the counsel of the ungodly. There's no in between with God. There's no hot and cold when it comes to evil. There's you know what? I'll just be a little good. They're just a little evil. Like, no, man, these people will utterly destroy you. They're just a little evil. Now you done riding in the car with them, and they got some stuff on them, and now everybody getting locked up. Well, dang, I thought they was just a little evil. Now they got me going down with them. Wait a minute, that ain't mine. Everybody going to jail. There's no such thing as just a little evil. Well, I'm just a little bad. Nah, man, no. No in between when it comes to good and evil. No in between when it comes to God. No in between when it comes to the Lord. You can't serve two masters, all right? You can't serve both good and evil. You can't. So it's like, you can't serve two masters. You can't serve both good and evil. You have to ask yourself, when fair seeming people are in approval of evil actions of others, you got to ask yourself why. You have to really pay attention to how people are moving out here when they're trying to enter into your world, enter into your life, enter into your reality. You got to be selfish. I saw somebody put in the comments that I'm being selfish for 2024. You damn right. You better be selfish for the rest of 2023 and all of 2024. And to keep it real with you, it's 2024 right the fuck now. So whatever you planning on doing next year, start doing that shit now, because it's 2024 right now, my vessels. It's 2024 right now, my light beings, my star seeds. It's 2024 right now, GCVs. It's 2024 right now. What we got? Thanksgiving next week. Then Christmas is going to be the day after Thanksgiving, because you know this stuff come fast. Black Friday about to come up too. Like, this stuff is over with, man. All right, somebody send me a donation so I can get a new laptop. This stuff is over with, man. Black Friday sale's gonna be hitting. Help your brother out, okay? These people will try to make you feel like you're the one that has the problem. You don't want to talk to us? How come you don't sit over us at lunchtime? How come you always by yourself? Knowing damn well why you always by yourself. When they said that when you over there by you, I would kill her if I could. Can't you I just hate him. I just can't stand him. I just hate him. And they just justified in their hate. They're like, I know. He makes me feel like that too. People be full-blown haters and, hi, hello, how you doing? You okay? You good? You good? Okay. I hate that mother. Like, yo, you can't be good and evil in the same breath, y'all. Can't be good and evil in the same breath. It don't work. How you gonna try to be my friend and my enemy in the same breath? People will do that. If you let them, if you let people, they'll be your enemy and they'll be your friend in the same breath. Pardon me, y'all. If you let people, they'll be your friend and your enemy in the same damn breath. It's like, how can people be so evil? It's because they have no God in their life. They have no guidance. God is your guidance. When people don't have any God in their life, they have no guidance in their life. That's how people are just going around just doing whatever and anything. Y'all remember how it used to be, just doing anything and whatever? Well, I don't care. No repercussions, no responsibility. Like, nah, man. People who have no God have no guidance. Even when y'all were out doing whatever y'all was doing, all right, I'm not here to judge whatever you was out there doing. You knew that that little voice in the back of your head was like, yo, this ain't right. There's something about this is wrong. That was that God in you. I don't want to say it was your conscience, because your conscience ain't nothing. All right. But, and we're gonna get into that in a little bit. But that's a whole nother video. It was the God in you. God in you didn't want you to be doing what you was doing. You could sense that. And you got to believe that when it comes to other things too. There's certain feelings you're going to get when you get around certain people, because God just don't want you to be around them. Anybody that is approval, anybody that approves of evil is an enabler. An enabler is somebody that is an approval of any type of form of abuse, negativity, evil. In this reference, because we're talking about narcissism and narcissistic abuse, things of that nature. In the form of abuse, an enabler is someone that will sit there and let a child be talked to any kind of way, disregarding that this is going to cause this child some type of PTSD or some type of destructive behavior as a result of being treated this way. People that will just sit there and just let negativity happen and not say anything. Woe to those who see evil as fair seeming, and woe to those who seem good as evil. You got good people out here who claim to be good people, quote unquote good peoples, that are claiming evil as good. So and so's not that bad. Really? They really not that bad? How do you not see that? How are you able to overlook this person's whole style is destructive? Bad news bears, and you able to look past that? You're able to look over that. Something ain't right there. Something is not right there. You know, if you was in the position that this person was in, you'd be, oh, you got to go. We're gonna put you at the bottom of the job. You have to go. We're gonna put you at the bottom of the church. You gotta go. Like, like, bruh, when the right people are in the position of power, it's like, I couldn't even see how it wouldn't be nobody at these places. It wouldn't be nobody. It wouldn't be some jobs I had. It wouldn't be nobody left there. Some jobs I had, it wouldn't be nobody left. Bringing a whole new, bringing a whole new staff. Like hiring chosen ones. Like, yo, it's like we need our own place of employment. Like, that's why I want to do things on a grander scale. I know there are some chosen ones out there that are getting land together. I know there are other chosen ones out there that do retreats and stuff like that. That's great. That's cool. I know there are certain chosen ones out there trying to do things for the homeless and stuff like that. That's beautiful. What I would like to do, I have my own plan, and I have my own things that I want to do for chosen ones and with chosen ones. And I want to be able to create some businesses to where we can have our own jobs, and to where we can either work remotely from like a computer, work at home, you know, some like create some type of business, or we could just have our own job. Because it's hard being around people that, when you're just trying to work, or when you're just trying to go to church, or when you're just trying to be around your family, or when you're just trying to kick it with friends, it's hard being around people that are just conniving and backstabbing and deceitful. You're not expecting these things. You're looking to just go to work and just work, and if anything, just smile and be like, hey, how are you? How you doing? Why work gotta be demonic? Why work gotta be evil? Why you gotta try to bring evil to the workplace? It's because that's that person's spirit. Wherever you are, wherever you're at. I'm about to rebuy that book and read that too. Somebody send me a super chat so I can go grab that book. All right, you are wherever you're at. You are wherever you're at. You take yourself with you. When I read that book the first time, I was like, yo, I'm like, that stuff is deep. That's when I really started work. When I read that book, that's when I knew. I'm like, yo, I read that book maybe like 5 or 6 years ago. And I knew, I said, yo, self-improvement is a must. I said, it's not other people. It's not my mom. It's not my dad. It's not anyone. It's me. I said, yo, this is me. I said, I have to take care of this. I got to fix this. This is something that I got to work on. And it's like, wherever you are, there you're at. You can't leave and go to a new place and expect to not bring your problems with you. You can't go to a new job if you're the one that's problematic. You could be blaming other, man, these people are so this, these people are so, but the problem is you. Maybe you got to fix you. I've been going from job to job. I know it's not. But in some cases, there are some things about ourselves we have to fix. All right, there's some, we're not perfect. Sometimes we were blaming other people and it was us. It still was partially them, possibly. All right, with 99.9% of the time, it was still probably them. Because chosen ones, empaths, we just leave people alone. We attract so many evil people. We attract so many narcissists because we leave people alone and we're good and we got good energy. They see us as an easy target. They don't call us targeted individuals for nothing, but it ain't nothing easy about this target. Once you done woke up, once you done realized what was going on, you've been bamboozled, you've been targeted, you realized, you said, you know what? I'm not letting this happen anymore. You started to be weary of people. You started to raise your eyebrow at folks. Started to be questionable. This person, this person got a style just like the other person that wasn't really too cool with or close with. I didn't really like their style like that. They got a similar style. You know what? Something is telling me to stay away from this person because you remind me of a friend that I once knew. See you hate whenever I look at you. You see that hate. That hate is unrecognized. That hate is irrecognizable. You can't help but recognize. I see it. I see. I see you. I see you. You recognize that hate. You recognize that evil spirit. Ain't no looking past that. You should not look past that. You should not look over that. Once you recognize evil and you see it, be weary of it. Pay attention to it. Don't waste your whole time being in, oh, that person's evil. That's a bad person right there. Don't waste your time trying to get other people on your side and trying to talk to other people about this one and that one. In certain jobs and certain places like that, you can't tell nobody nothing. It's deeper than you can't trust people. You just can't say nothing to nobody because people aren't mature enough to keep things to themselves. There are people out there who actually love to gossip. It makes their day to have some juicy. Some people like to have something juicy to say. Some people love to always have something to say. And I guarantee you they got some mints too. Because I heard an older man say one time. I heard this older man say one time, he said people that gossip the most, their breath stink. He said people who talk about other people, they always got some mints. He said people who gossip about people and talk about people behind their back always got some hot ass breath. That was funny, man. I never forgot that. But a true empath, a true chosen one never forgets. You got a memory like an elephant. I remember I first saw that. They like an elephant, never forget. I'm like, an elephant? I was a kid. I'm like, an elephant? I'm like, I never forget. I just always knew like what to associate myself with because it's like when you're geared towards positivity, when you're geared towards God, it's like anything that's godly or godlike, you naturally gonna gravitate towards it. Like I know along the lines, there's little positive sayings you picked up. You was that one kid that whenever you got sent to the principal's office, that poster on the wall, you actually lived by that. Teamwork makes the dream work. You actually saw that, was like, like you actually put meaning and take meaning from things that are meaningful, the type of person you are. But you know not to play with evil. You know not to play with negativity. You like, oh, okay, bad news bears, that's what y'all gonna be, that's what y'all are gonna do. Cool. I'm just not gonna deal with that type of energy because I'm not setting myself up. I'm not thinking that people can change. I'm not thinking that I need to be friends with people because we're all in the same place and that's what everybody else is doing. Certain activities that get you set up. Don't set up yourself out here in these streets. all right, in these environments, in these corporations, in these job sites, at these businesses, at these apartment places, all right, in your neighborhoods, in your cul-de-sac, all right, in your church, at your school, at your college, at the club. All right. All right. Shout out to Harriet at the sewing club. Okay. She washed her hands. She done turned her life over to Christ. Now she's making clean pies. Shout out, yo, what up, Harriet? Yo, well, after if you, I'm gonna watch you make it, and I'm gonna watch you wash your hands too. But if you done turned your life over to Christ, and you serious about that, and you on the good side now, yo, come make your man some holiday pie. All right, I like apple, I like sweet potato, I like man, I had some I had some carrot cake the other day. That carrot cake was slamming. That if they give me some sponsorship, if they give me some sponsorship, I would promote their business. The food was hitting. All right, man, I had me some fried fish. All right, yeah, sorry vegans, I had to do it to you. I had me some fried fish. Yes, I did. Had me some fried some wasn't tilapia. Had me some fried fish, and I had some macaroni and cheese, but the macaroni and cheese was vegan. And I had me some yams with that thing. All right, I had me some yams with that, and I had me some potato salad. Yes, I did. I had the yams and the potato salad. Nobody wanted to be around me that day. I had the yams and the potato salad. All right, I was chilling by myself for a hot second after I ate that meal, but it was good. All right, so Harriet, once you turn your life over to Christ, you wash them hands. You want to make some righteous pies. Holla at me, because I enjoy some good, clean, healthy, hand washed, made, prep desserts. Holla at your main man Drew too. After you wash your hands and clean up under your fingernails, and you can come possibly make my dessert after we pray over all the ingredients, and I watch you make it. We're gonna pray over them hands too. All right, Harriet? Okay. All right. But that food was good. People will try to use you and take advantage of your empathy. They'll try to take advantage of your good spirit, your morals, your integrity. People like to use people that are like that because they see you as an easy target. They don't think that when people see you're a good person, they automatically assume that you're unaware of the type of games that they are here to play. Because you don't do them yourself, they think, how could this person know about these kinds of things? How could this person be aware of these kinds of things? This person doesn't know what I'm trying to do. This person doesn't know what I'm up to. They think you're asleep. Just like they're asleep to being good, they think you're asleep to the evils out here in this world. You were at one point, but you learned. People were able to get things over on you. People were able to manipulate you, but they can't no more. It's harder. And if anything, they're unable to. And now people are just walking around mad and trying to stalk you because they know that they can't get from you what they want. So now, because they can't manipulate you, you won't give them your time, you won't give them your energy freely. They have to steal it. So because you're aware enough and wise enough with your gifts of discernment and your intuition, you're like, yo, bad news bear alert, bad news bear alert, whoop, 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 radar detected, bad news bear alert. You're like, yo, bad news bear alert, my radar has detected you. We're not cool. We could never be cool. And it has to be the same way for the people who are friends with the people who you know damn well you need to stay away from. When you need to stay away from somebody, stay away from them. Don't be friends with the people who are friends with the people who you stay away from. The enemy of your friend is not the enemy of your friend. If your enemies are friends with the person who claims they're your friend, that person is not your friend. None of my friends can be associates or cool or talk to with people that I don't like. That's the first one of the first strategies of warfare. You can't be friends with the people who are friends of your enemies. Everybody's trying to bring you down, and they're agents that are coming into your life to be fair seeming of good. When somebody is fair seeming of good, they're riding the fence. You can't be both good and evil. It's impossible. You can't be both good and evil in the same mind. You can't be positive and negative in the same mind. You can't think a happy thought and a bad thought in the same mind. So if you want to be happy, all you got to do is stop thinking bad thoughts. If you don't want to be sad, all you got to do is stop thinking sad thoughts. What's causing you to feel sad? What's causing you to feel mad? Whatever is causing you to feel like that, stop thinking it. You might have to let something go. You might have to sort out something in your mind. You might have to reprogram how you feel about something. You might have to go within the deep center of your mind and visualize yourself redoing a past traumatic event. That may not make sense, but you have for the future events, for your future self, I advise you to go back into your mind and redo some of your past negative traumatic experiences and have them pan out the way you would want to. See them going as how you would wanted it to, as you would want it to go. Because at the end of the day, that reality exists in your mind. Once things are in the past, it's in your mind. You might not be able to change how you feel about it or what happened in the past, but you could change how you view it in your mind. I'm not telling you could change what happened in the past, like you could travel back in time and fix it, but you could travel back in your mind and fix it. So that way your future events won't end up like that. You'll have courage the next time because you went into your mind and you visualized yourself not being a coward, and you visualized and see yourself as you would want to be, someone who can stand up for themselves, not being an a-hole, not some too super tough guy or tough girl, but you just stand up for yourself and you let people know that, hey, this isn't going to happen. I'm not doing that. This isn't going down like that. But you go back into your mind and you use your technique, your visualization technique, to see yourself handling every and all situations as you would want, as how you would want them to go. And this is an actual practice that psychologists and a lot of preachers suggest that you do. All right, that are deep into the inner workings of the mind. You go into the depths of your subconscious mind. You see the event as it happened, and you rewire your mind by seeing the event how you would want it to happen. And that will help you correct how you feel about certain past experiences, and that will help you have courage for future experiences. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because these experience, like that past experience that's unchanged in your mind now, is creating future events. But number one, because you haven't fixed it. Number two, because you're now going off of this story, and if you're still operating off of thoughts that are congruent with that image in your mind, you're going to draw and attract more fear into your life, more situations for you to be afraid, more situations for you to be scared. So it's like, it's okay, whatever you went through. If you were scared, if you were afraid, if you didn't have courage, you got to keep it real with yourself. And so that way you can have courage the next time. You don't have to keep being a doormat. You don't have to let people keep walking all over you. You don't have to keep experiencing negativity and things that you don't want from people. You can go into your mind. You might not be able to change what happened in the past, but you could change what happened in your looking glass. You could change your reality and your perception on things, so that way you change your reality and your perception about yourself. So that way you won't be afraid no more. You won't be a coward no more. You won't be scared anymore. These are things that you don't have to be. You may have been programmed this way by life or whatever, or negative experiences, or maybe some people abused you or didn't treat you right. So now you may have had the wrong idea about life. Now you were walking around afraid. Your perception is skewed. Instead of people raising you up in courage, maybe some people raised you up in fear out of jealousy because they didn't want you to overthrow them. It's just like people at these jobs. Sometimes when you are a threat to people, they have to take you out in some kind of way. Sometimes this is your own family member. Sometimes it might be your brother, your sister. All right, people trying to take you out because they feel threatened. All right, and it's the only way that they know how to do it. If they have a narcissistic personality, they will take you out because they see you as a threat, and your total existence goes against their way of life and how they view things. The way they view things is from a bully point of view. I got to take you down to lift me up. If you're not a bully like me, you're weak. I have to destroy you because I don't understand your empathy. Some people, if I don't understand it, I have to kill it. That's their personality. That's their mindset. That's the lifestyle they try to create for themselves and others. Don't let people create that reality for you. Don't let people create that reality for you. All right. So there are a lot of people who are going to try to manipulate you and use you in life. You just have to be aware of the people like that. Remember the people. That's why they say forgive, but never forget. It's good to forgive. It's good to let go. It's good to let go of resentment. It's good to let go of things that happened in the past, but never forget, in the sense of remember what type of person it was. Remember what they took you through. Remember how they were, just so you don't fall into the same pitfall again. You don't fall into the same trap again. You don't want to just keep repeating the same cycle over and over and over and over again. Only reason people do that is because they're unaware. They didn't know. Most people that were stuck in certain negative karmic cycles, they didn't know. They didn't know that people were treating them a certain type of way. They just knew something felt bad or something wasn't right or something was wrong. All right, a lot of us, because this is the way we were brought up and this is the way the world is, when we're unaware of certain terms and narcissism and certain traits, and we're unaware of the manipulation tactics, you just think this is just the way the world is. You start to think it's something wrong with you. Am I different? Am I broken? Is there something I need to fix? Yes, you are different. No, you're not broken. Yes, there are some things you need to fix. You're different in the sense of you're a real being. You're a real spirit. All right, you're an earth angel. You're a chosen one. You're an infinite being. All right, you're a star seed. You have a lot of positive energy. You got gifts. You got talents. You have things that about you that you haven't even discovered yet. You're so cool. You got stuff about you haven't even learned yet. And God is just slowly but surely unfolding these things to put you on game and put you on knowledge so that you could be aware. And that's what it's all about. Just becoming better, becoming more aware. But it really has to come to your attention, and you really got to keep your eye open for deceptive people and people that are evil, that are trying to come into your life and seem like they're good, because they will trap you. They will trick you. They will make you think that they're your friend. They'll make you think they're your friend. They'll get you comfortable talking to them, get you comfortable speaking to them, sharing stories with them, sharing ideas with them. And these will be the same people who will go, and you won't even be saying nothing all that serious. It's just that they want to have something to talk about. Some people are miserable and they need other people's lives to talk about, to give them energy. Some people need other people's lives to take their mind off of their own, because some people are used to gossiping, and this is how they feel better about themselves. This is how they boost their ego. This is how they take their mind off their own mess. You know how you do self-work? You know how you go to God and pray? You buy books, you do research to enhance your knowledge, your awareness, better your thinking, better your reality, better yourself, better your world. These people don't do these things. They rather take the easy way out and find a way to temporarily this is why a lot of these people are addicted to certain things, is because they don't take the time to work things out. They just want the short, quick, easy remedy. They want the quick fix. They want to get things out of the way temporarily, just so they don't have to deal with it. And they'll wait for the next time it comes around again, because they could just kick somebody down again. They could just beat on somebody. And this is what makes them feel good about themselves. They are addicted to this chemical, the endorphins that are released, the dopamine that is released, to picking on others, gossiping about others. When you gossip about people, certain chemicals are released. Some of them destroying you, which they're unaware of, and some of them giving them their little euphoric feeling, their little high that they get. But it's a double-edged sword. When you gossip about people, when you're envious of people, you're killing yourself. There's acid in your stomach lining that is deteriorating your stomach. That's why they say green with envy. There's bile that is released in your body, and it gets released into your stomach, and the acid deteriorates your stomach and starts to break down the lining of your stomach, your esophagus. You might even end up with acid reflux because of this. Not saying if you get acid reflux, you're one of these kinds of people. You probably just had some good tacos or some little Mexican food or something, Nacho Libre, get your little Nacho Libre on. And y'all, I love me some tacos. If y'all can't tell, I'm hungry. All right, so, I'm about to finna get me something to eat. All right. If and it's just like they'll destroy themselves and they won't even care. And they don't care because they don't care about life. They don't care about them. They really only care about themselves, but in all actuality, they don't even care about themselves. Deep down inside, they don't care about themselves, because anybody who cares about themselves, you have to, in order to care about other people, you got to care about yourself. And if they don't care, no, in order to care about yourself, you got to care about other people. I mean, no, yeah, I said it right. In order to care about other people, you have to care about yourself. And the fact that they don't care about other people, you know, they don't care about themselves. They're not just walking around all mean and nasty for no reason. They really are uncomfortable with how they feel about life and themselves. And that has nothing to do with you. But you have to keep an eye out for the enablers. You got to keep an eye out for people who are friends with the people who are destructive, negative, because they're putting on an act. That person that person can't not be as negative as that other person if they're friends and if they keep the same company. That side of them will come out sooner or later, and you will see it, and it will disappoint you and let you down, because you'll be like, oh man, I thought this person was cool. But they will have sides that show you and come out of them and let you know they're enablers. They're flying monkeys. There are people who aren't full-blown narcissistic, but their attitude, their ways, their personality is just as destructive. All right, so we're going to end this note right there. I'd like to thank everybody for watching this video. Shout out to the Chosen Vessels. Shout out to the Galactic Family. Salute to Druuill Nation. Everybody hit that like, share, and subscribe button on the way out for routine maintenance. And I'll see all you vessels in the next video. Peace, salute, love, and light. We out.